You cannot just abandon the plan because things don't go right out of the gate. You planned for this great successful start. You started, with all this vision of excitement, and you made a business plan, you put it in place, and here you are 2 weeks in, and you failed to launch. The first thing that I would tell you is don't panic. It's not too late to affect what's going to happen in your business, and it never is. The success or failure a lot of times of a strategy it happens not in the big picture. It's in the small parts. And so, at this point of the year, right, you're in week 2 of a rollout of this year, or you're in week 2 of a new project, or you're 3 weeks in or 4 weeks in, but it's in the infancy of your success or failure, right? You're right at the beginning. Like, what do you do? Like, if things aren't going your way, if all of a sudden you're off course and you're going backwards instead of going forward, but you believe in your strategy, you put in the time, the energy, and what you're trying to do is sound, I think that there's this crisis of confidence that oftentimes we have internally that could cause us to second guess ourselves and cause us to backpedal and maybe change and move from one idea to another idea to another idea to another idea, and then we end up abandoning the strategy that we put all that time and energy and effort in that was going to generate those great results. And I'll tell you that's the wrong thing to do. So I think that the important thing is that you try to focus on controlling the things you can control. And I would narrow that down to 2 simple things. The 2 things you can control when things aren't necessarily going your way, 1 is activity, and 2 is your skill. So I think that certainly, as you try to focus on, improving profitability in business, you can use one of 4 different means of doing it. You can try and work harder, which is something that immediately is something that anybody can do and deploy at any moment. There's a law of diminishing returns, so working harder forever isn't going to do it. But if things aren't going well, working harder on a focused activity might be something that you can generate a big result on. The second thing you can do is you can try and improve your effectiveness. So effectiveness, unfortunately, isn't a short-term gain. Effectiveness is not a short-term gain. It's something that takes a long time. And so if you're not succeeding in the short term, it's probably going to take you a little longer to move the needle if you're working on strategy and training and implementation. And if you've got a great plan and you've got all the groundwork laid in, but maybe you're falling up short, again, this is not the place to start changing or abandoning your strategy long term. The next one is increase efficiency. Look at gaps. Are you focused on the right things at the right times? And if you aren't, you need to cut out the things that are eating up your time. Stop having meetings in order to discuss when the next meeting is going to occur. Start getting to the hard work and grind of that actually is going to make a difference in your business. And the other thing is pay for it. You either have to pay somebody or pay for a contest or invest in the activity and the behaviors that you want to get from your team. Stick to the game plan, work hard, fill in the gaps, and begin to stabilize and levelize emotionally and psychologically. Momentum is a crazy thing, and if it goes against you for a long period of time, it's really tough to change the direction. But your only method, the only way that you can really change it is through focused activity. So, we talk about this ability to kind of, improve profitability through working harder or through becoming more effective or improving your efficiency. But realistically, in the short term, if you've got to overcome a slow start, working hard and paying for it is really the only way you can do it in business. And that's by incentivizing the right behaviors. That's by increasing comp or bonuses or incentives, but also just buckling down and getting to the things that you need to do. Make more phone calls, walk through more doors, touch back base with existing clients, increase your new store or same store sales. Stay the course and work hard.